Hi guys, today is February 3rd, 2020, and futures are up. And here are the market movers and my stock picks for the short term and long term. Okay, so here let's start with Tesla. Tesla reported that they have entered the agreement with CATL Group and to supply to supply batteries for their Chinese Gigafactory. As you know, that Panasonic refused to supply batteries for Tesla in China. So Tesla had to find a Chinese supplier, and they found a Chinese supplier who were willing to produce batteries on demand, basically, which is pretty good agreement if you ask me. So Tesla is up about $15-16 pre-market, and I think it's still a good buy, even though, as you can see, the Tesla is trading higher, and for the past, I don't know, like several months, and it's in overbought territory, sitting in overbought territory. But besides that, it doesn't matter for Tesla, because even if though it's sitting in overbought, it's still going higher, so it's still a good buy here. And if anything, you can offset it by calls. Okay, the next stock is Apple, is the mover. It's actually down pre-market because they reported that they are going to shut down all the Apple stores in mainland China. So that stock is down pre-market, and I told you before that I'm fading that rally in Apple at like $324. So I'm not buying Apple that expensive, and I think I need Apple to fall under 300 for me to be interested in this stock. Okay, so the next stock that I'm looking at is AIMT. Okay, Immune Therapeutics. Okay, they have reported that the FDA approved their treatment for peanut allergy, and it's a pretty good pickup in my book, even though it's trading higher. But this latest FDA approval can push the stock very high. The latest analyst today came out and said that he's upgrading the stock to buy with the price target of like 65 or something. So it's still a pretty good buy, even though it's going to open a lot higher. So wait for it. Maybe it can trade a little bit lower, and you can pick up. Okay, so Checkpoint software. Checkpoint reported really good numbers. They reported that they beat the street by 3 cents, and that's the security software company, and they actually have a service called Security Software on Demand, a subscription service. Actually, it's a really good company. It's very healthy balance sheet. I think it's like $3.5 billion on the balance sheet that they use on a buyback. So this could be the case. The stock is opening lower, CHKP, and this could be the case of buying on a weakness. I actually like this stock a lot. Okay, so another stock that's in the news is Boeing. Boeing said that the European regulators said that they need to fix their wiring, short circuit wiring, before they can be approved. So even though they said that, Boeing is still up pre-market because the whole market is up and Boeing is up. So, but I wouldn't buy the stock because too many variables that can affect the price, and it's dangerous to buy in my book. Okay, so another stock that I like is Seagate Technology. Okay, Seagate was upgraded to buy by an analyst. It's a really cheap stock, trading at like a 9 PE, and it's paying about a 5% dividend. And I think it's in the same business as Western Digital, memory maker and hardware maker. And I think the stock can go higher. It's not a bad pick up right here. Okay, so also Uber was upgraded this morning. Okay, I think that Wedbush put it on their best ideas list for the 2020, and the stock will report on, I think, on February 5th. So I don't know, could be a good buy pre-market, because I think I like them offloading their money-losing businesses, especially Uber Eats and Uber Freights. and they they're not overbought or anything, so could be a good pickup before the earnings on February 5th. Okay, so a lot of Chinese stocks are down, including NIO. People ask me about NIO all the time, and I said that you need to be very careful with NIO because, first of all, it's in China and the coronavirus is spreading. And second, they haven't told us anything about their financing plans. And as you know, they're very low on cash. So it's a dangerous stock to buy, but I think that if you do want to own this, you have to hedge it with options, so like buying puts or selling calls or both. Okay, so another company that's in the news is Luckin Coffee. Okay, so Luckin Coffee is also a Chinese company. In 2 years, this company has spread with 4,000 stores across China. So really big expansion, but just recently, Muddy Waters is the short seller, just reported that they have received the anonymous 89-page report about Luckin Coffee fraud. So the company, this company is claiming that there's basically fraud around this Luckin Coffee, and the shares have been pressured recently. As you can see, there's a big decline from $50 or $50+ to about $32. But another short seller came out called Citron Research. And they said it was Andrew Luck. It's a very famous short seller, and he said that the pretty much the opposite. That this 89-page report, he read this report, and he said that the allegations are false, and the company will address those allegations pretty soon. And the company did. They just addressed those allegations today and said it's completely baseless. And shares are up a little bit. Very dangerous stock. I do want to watch it because it's very active, but I don't want to create a position in this stock because it can go up and down on any little news about this stock. Okay, so another company that's in the news is Gilead. Gilead said that China requested their remdesivir treatment to try to treat the coronavirus. So Gilead Sciences is up pre-market. It's been trading in pretty much the same range, and I don't know if I want to buy this stock on this report because as you can see, as soon as it goes up, it goes down because there are no real catalysts for this stock. Okay, but it's in the news. Okay, so Baidu, Chinese search company, said that they will move their report date due to coronavirus to February 27th. But at the same time, they said that they're raising their fourth quarter guidance. So that stock is higher. I actually like Baidu, and I think it's a good company, very, very good search engine, healthy balance sheet, and I think it's a pretty good buy. Okay, so I also like a company called ABG that reported higher earnings, Osbury Automotive. Let's see, Osbury Automotive. Okay, so I think it's pretty cheap and could be picked up after this report. Okay, so we're waiting for a report on Google after hours. That's the big market mover after hours today. And in general, on the coronavirus scares, I would pick up semiconductor stocks like NVIDIA. Okay, and Skyworks Solutions. Skyworks Solutions is a really good pickup here. I think came down a lot after a really good report. $113. I'm a buyer in this area. Okay, Intel also reported really good numbers and really came down a lot. I think it's a really good buy at 63 under $64, and also like AMD. AMD also came down, and I think it's a pretty good buy. Okay, I would fade also all the coronavirus related stocks like APT that produces masks. Okay, it's a small company. It's going to be a market mover, but after this scare pass, I don't know where the stock was gonna go. So this is not my and even for a daily trade, it's very dangerous because it moves on the news very fast, and so it's not the stock to buy. For example, on this CEODX, same thing. Same thing. They produce like kits for diagnostic kits or BCRX. So I would fade those stocks, and it's pretty much dangerous stocks at this point. Okay, so the coronavirus is spreading, and there are 361 deaths, and China accusing U.S. of spreading rumors. But I think the Chinese markets were down like 9%, and American markets are opening higher. So that's it, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit me with some comments, and I'd love to answer all your questions. Okay, and that's it for today, and I'll see you next time.